What if you could drop yourself into any scene imaginable? A futuristic cyberpunk city. A cafe in Paris, a solar punk paradise.
This is absolutely delicious.
Even a world where your body transforms into living metal.
It looked cinematic. It looked strange.
Google just launched a new AI video tool called Gemini Omni that can place your actual face and likeness into AI-generated videos.
Wow, look at that! It is actually erupting.
And after spending hours testing it, I can confidently say it is one of the most entertaining AI products I've used all year. Some of the results were surprisingly realistic. Others were completely ridiculous. And one feature in particular completely changed how I think about AI video generation. So in this video, I'll show you exactly how Gemini Omni works, how to create your avatar, some of the wildest examples I generated, and a few hidden features that most people will probably miss. Let's jump in. So what exactly is Gemini Omni? At its core, Omni creates a digital avatar of you, and then places that avatar into AI-generated video scenes based on simple text prompts. If that sounds familiar, it's because OpenAI briefly showcased a similar concept with Sora. The difference is that Google has turned it into something that everyday users can actually access and use. And honestly, the results are pretty wild. Now here's how you get started. You want to begin on your phone, not on the web, because the avatar setup process happens in the mobile app. When you tap the plus icon inside Gemini, you will eventually see an option for avatars once you have access to the feature. The setup process itself is pretty straightforward. You say some numbers out loud, you move your head around so the system can capture different angles of your face, and within a few minutes, you have a digital avatar ready to go. It feels a little strange doing it the first time, but stick with it because what comes out the other side is pretty impressive. Once your avatar is set up, you can access it from within any Gemini conversation by tapping that plus icon and navigating to your avatar under the Upload section. From there, all you have to do is describe the scene you want, pick video as your output format, and Gemini Omni gets to work. On average, these videos take under 2 minutes to generate, which honestly feels fast considering what it is doing. Each clip comes out at 10 seconds long, and the tool is pretty solid at keeping things visually consistent across those 10 seconds. Now there are two main ways you can use this. The first is through predefined templates, and some of these are genuinely entertaining. I tried one called Metallic, and without writing any prompt at all, just using my avatar, it generated this sequence where I am slowly being covered in this green metallic substance.
It looked cinematic. It looked strange.
And it was immediately shareable. What made it even cooler was that after the first clip, I could continue the conversation and tell Omni to pick up right where the last frame ended. So I asked it to continue the transformation, and it did. The narrative continuity there is something I did not expect to work as well as it did. Another template called Meme Me produced this ridiculous, hilarious result that felt almost perfectly calibrated for social media. And then there is one called Indie Pastel, which honestly gave off heavy Wes Anderson energy. Very symmetrical, very quirky, oddly beautiful. These templates are a great starting point if you just want to jump in and see what the tool can do without overthinking it. But here is where it gets really interesting. You are not locked into templates at all. You can write your own custom prompts, and Omni will work with them. I tested this by asking it to put me in a suit, sitting at an upscale restaurant, eating spaghetti. The result was smooth, surprisingly detailed, and had this cinematic quality to it that you would not expect from a tool that exports at 720p. Speaking of which, while the resolution cap is 720p, the footage has this rich, polished look that makes everything feel higher quality than the numbers suggest. It is one of those things you have to see to believe. I also pushed it with a scene set in a college classroom where I was playing a professor writing equations on a chalkboard. Text generation in AI video is notoriously difficult, and the consistency was not perfect between shots. But for what it is, the output was genuinely usable and impressive. One of the features I want to make sure you do not sleep on is the editing capability. After Omni generates a video, you can ask it to make specific changes. I had it create a scene of me running through this vibrant cyberpunk landscape, and then I asked it to change just the color of a vest I was wearing to blue. That is literally the only thing it changed. Everything else stayed the same. Precise, targeted edits like that are a big deal for anyone trying to iterate on a concept without starting from scratch every time. You can also upload your own existing footage and have Omni edit it. I tried this with a clip I had filmed while driving through a mountain landscape. I asked Omni to add an active volcano in the background, and it blended the addition into the original footage while keeping everything else intact. That kind of real-world video editing capability layered on top of AI generation opens up a ton of creative possibilities. There is also a montage template where you can upload photos, up to 5 images and 1 video at the moment, and Omni will stitch them into a cohesive video. I threw in some photos of my dogs and got back something genuinely adorable. This feature alone is going to make a lot of people very happy. A few things worth knowing before you jump in. Every video generated with Omni carries a watermark so viewers know it was AI created. You can share clips directly via link or download them. And while the tool does not handle using an image or prior video as a starting frame particularly well, you can work around that by building scenes sequentially through the conversation. Also, Google has said Omni is designed to be more grounded in real-world knowledge, meaning it can pull accurate visual references for locations. So if you ask to be placed in a recognizable city or landmark, it should render that environment with more fidelity than a generic AI backdrop. The bottom line here is that Gemini Omni is genuinely one of the most entertaining and accessible AI video tools I have seen in a long time. It is fast, it produces surprisingly polished results, and the ability to place yourself into custom scenes is something that has never been this smooth or easy for regular users. Whether you are a content creator, someone who loves experimenting with AI, or just someone who wants to make a funny video to send to friends, this tool has something for you. And honestly, this is exactly why I love covering AI right now. New tools like Gemini Omni are showing up constantly, and every week it feels like there's something that completely changes what's possible. If you found this useful, make sure you're subscribed, because I'm always testing the newest AI tools, AI video generators, productivity apps, and hidden features so you can see what's actually worth your time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.